Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. We got another little hover effect for you today. We've got a little image here. When you hover over it, we got a little blurb module that's going to zoom in. Now we got to write one tiny little bit of code today. Don't let that put you off. Any code I write I'll put down below, and it's only one little line. Really easy to do. If you enjoy this video today, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It lets me know whether to make more videos on a particular subject or not. Okay, well let's get started. I'm going to enable the Visual Builder. And we'll go down to where we want to work. I've got a row here, the green tab, and it's got 3 columns in it. So let's work on this column over here. As with most of these image to text type hover effects, the image itself is residing in the column in the background here. So we're going to use a blurb module today with a little icon like we have on this one over here. So I'm going to add a blurb module. Standard Divi module right there. I'm going to leave it just as it is. Obviously you put in your own title and content there. I'm going to use an icon rather than an image. Or of course you can upload your own icon as an image if you wish. I'm going to flip this on. Let's go find us an icon. So I'll use the same as I did before. There it is, and as you can see we've got a little blurb image with icon. Okay, well let's put the image in our black background column here and decide what height we want to make it. So we'll save our changes. Going to go green tab for the row, and we're on number 3 here, column 3, middle one 2, first one 1 obviously, so let's go into number 3 and we'll give it a background. I'm going to choose an image, and there we go. The standard settings are having it to cover like that, centered, no repeat, and I've not got a cover in there to blend, so I'll leave that as it is. Okay, we got our little image in there. We're going to come back to this in a minute. Let's go back into our blurb and actually decide how tall we want it. If we want to make it consistent with the others or however much the image. First thing I'm going to do is make that text visible, and then we'll add a bit of spacing and padding. So I'm going to go over to Design tab. Just going to go into the text and flip it from dark to light so we can see it. There it is. I'm going to pop it in the middle, and let's just add a bit of padding all round, give it a bit of space, breathing space. So I'm rolling down, still on the Design tab, going to go to spacing. I'm going to get 50 top and bottom, and let's give it 30 left and right. Just put in the number, it'll put in the pics, hit the chain, it'll do the opposite side for you. That's great. Okay, what we want to do now is decide, give it a minimum height which we're going to give to the actual column itself, so when we shrink this down it doesn't shrink the background image. So let's go close up spacing. Just above it we've got sizing. Let's go down to minimum height. I'm not going to keep this, but I'm just going to use it. Slide it down to about where we want it. Make it the size you want to show the amount of image that you want there. I think I want mine about 430 I think I use for the other. Obviously you fix this however you want. Okay, I quite like the look of that, 430. So I'm going to actually get rid of this. I'm going to delete it and just remember the number 430. It'll go back to how it was. Now we can go into our column and give our column that minimum height so it'll display that way. Now the reason I'm using minimum and not just regular height is on mobile devices it may want to stretch a little bit further. That's fine too. Okay, so I'm in the row. I want to go to column number 3 again. I'm going to go over to the advanced, to custom CSS, and there's just this one tiny bit of code we're going to write, and I'll put it in the main element. We'll say min dash height colon 430. We decided 430 pics semicolon. And I'll put this little bit of code down below if anybody needs to have it. There we go, and we've got that the correct height now. Fantastic. So that's all I'm going to do to our column. So let's go back into our module now And we're going to make it scale, so I'm going to shrink it down to about 75% and have it invisible. Then when we hover over it, we'll have it come back up to 100%. Let's change that icon. Let's go to design, just make that white so we can see it a little bit better. Okay, and also when we hover, I'm going to give this a background color as well so we can read that text. It's getting a bit lost in that busy image behind there of the butterflies. So content tab, background. Common to most Divi modules, if you hover over the dark legending, you'll find these little icons. If there's a little arrow there, click on it. It'll give you a desktop state, meaning when your mouse is not on it, and it'll give you a hover state. On the hover state, I'm going to add a background color. Now it doesn't matter what color you put in there. Let's try a blue. That's okay. But I want to see some of the image behind it, so I'm going to click on the color. But we want to be able to read that text nicely. Might use black. I'm going to switch to black. There we go. I think we can read that fine and still see enough of the image. We've got a little bit left over, so what we can do, we can actually go into our design and put that min height back in the sizing. Minimum height was 430, wasn't it? And that little bit at the bottom's now gone there, but that's optional. Okay, so we only want that background when we're hovering on it, so back to the content and the background where we were. When we're not hovering, don't want any background, that's fine. Great. So now I'm going to go back to design, down to the bottom, we're going to find transform. And our first tab right here is transform scale, or make it bigger and smaller basically is what that's going to do. So again, I'm going to hit the little arrow to bring up a hover and a desktop regular state. On the desktop, I'm going to shrink it down to about 75. It's probably fine there. And then if we flip over to the hover state when the mouse is on it, I'm going to make it 100% back where it was. Make it bigger if you want to, but you can type in a value. You can use these sliders here. If you've got the chain highlighted like that, it'll do both at once. And you can fine tune with the little arrows on the right hand side there. That's great. But when we're not looking at it, when we're not hovering over it, I don't want to see it at all. Just want to see that nice image of the butterflies. So we're going to go up above transform there to filters. I'm going to go down to opacity or see-throughness. And I apologize if you're hearing rumbles in the background there. There's a thunderstorm going on at the moment. And again, we're going to hover over opacity. Little arrow. On the desktop version, I don't want to see it at all. Gone. So we just got our nice image of the butterflies. On hover, we want it to be fully visible. There we go. Now the default time it takes to do this in Divi is 300 milliseconds, which is just under a third a second, which is pretty quick. I like to slow mine down for a bit of drama. So if you want to do that, go over to advanced, go over to transitions. Here's transition duration. There's the default 300. I'm going to go ahead and put in, say, 750. It'll put the milliseconds in for you. Don't want any delay, want it to happen right away. And the speed curve I like to use for these is ease in and ease out. They're all slightly different. Some will work better than others in certain situations, but ease in, ease out works best for me in this one. So let's save this. We'll save our page changes. Save draft or publish if you're ready, and exit the visual builder, and let's go down and take a look. So there's our little butterfly image. When we hover over it, we've got our little blurb module scaling in or zooming in like that. When we let go, it disappears, and we got that little background to make it easier to read there. So there you go. That's a really nice little effect, just that one tiny bit of code, and that will be below the video if anybody needs to copy it and use it. One slight difference between this one here and this one here is I actually put the background colour in the column on this one, but when I get off of it, it kind of, the ease doesn't work so well on the column there. So that's why I decided to put it in the actual module on this one. It seems to work better. I know it scales in a bit like that, but that's fine. Everything's perfectly legible. So there we have it, guys. There is how to have a zoom in blurb module, or image to zoom in blurb module. I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.